hope I'm talking loud enough, because I don't think I am. It's probably me that's just tired, I guess. So if level over equals 1, equals 1, this is a series of stages we go through to finish the game, basically. If touching ground, so what we do here is Mario jumps on the flag, right, and then we say he's jumped on the flag, right, apply gravity, don't let him do anything else until he's touched the ground. Once he's touched the ground, level over or equal 2. Now that's probably a much better way of doing this, but for some reason I decided to take this method. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say if level over equals 2, so he's touched the ground, what do we want to do? We want to give him a little automatic move in. Yeah, so just before this actually, db play sound level S level clear level over equals 3. So what then happens from level over equals 3? I'm just gonna scroll this down. We say if level over equals 3, yeah, so db text, this is the thing we put in because screen, just because this is a demo. It's not really a demo, you guys don't have to do this, it's fully up to you. Then to X. Now in your example, if you've got a level up after the second level, obviously you won't have that yet, but if you do decide to have that, then, which you most likely will, then you won't want this. Game, I only put this in so people are online, well, what's going on then? The game's ended, what do I do now? /n, if you don't know what /n does, it puts the next text in the new line. Press any key to exit. I've been using the /n for quite a long time, I think since the days I was doing C code, which was a few days ago. Well, it's not like I'm 40, but I guess a few years ago. Press any key to exit. And you realize some things you can use in pretty much C, C#, C++, and it's quite good. So what we're saying, game demo is over. Oh, oops, that should be a, no, actually not, that's not divided by 2. And then we're saying if db scan code, now db scan code picks up the keys that we pressed. If db scan code is saying, you know, return what key I press, so if I press any key, so greater than 0, exit. Now the alternative to using this one would be to do db end, because that's the dark basic command. Now this is a big bag of crap and it won't work most of the time, so use exit. This is built into C++ and it works quite well. So we close the game. Alright. So what we're gonna do now is gonna do the coin picked up method. Oops. Once again, copy this part. Coin picked up. Now, on my example, I do have some of the letters on capital letters and so on. Excuse me. So in those examples, what I'll do is I'll have to fix a few things once we try to build it, but that should be fine anyway. So coins plus plus. Once he's picked up a coin, we trigger this method: play sound s coin pickup, which means he's picked up a coin. We say score plus equals 200. Now these things I all took off the game Mario Forever, and that's what they do, and that's pretty much what the old Mario does. So I've copied it off that. So if coins is greater or equal than 100, so if he gets 100 coins, then we give him a life, and we reset the coins back to 0, and we play the little sound of having an extra life. So coins equals 0, lives plus plus, and db play sound, oops, play sound s new life. Okay, so I went to get a quick drink there. So what we then do, yep, and this is pretty much it. We pick up a coin, we run this method, and we add a new coin and so on, and we just check to make sure we have a new life. If we do, we give it, and we reset the coin count. Next thing we're going to do is going to create a method called pickup items. Now we use this one from the collision system to check what items have been picked up. So these could be anything from this could be a coin, a tile from the air coin like that, or let's think, could be a fire plant, could be a brick that you smash against it, and we say if type of collision equals the type of collision we want, we do something, and I'll explain this as we do it. So once again, void character events, and we're going to call this pickup items. And you'll see when we run this, it'll make sense to you. Pickup items. So what we then do is we say if map, actually sorry, got to call, put some arguments here. So int array x, int arry, we're saying whereabouts in the 2D array we want to look at it, because we apply this to everything that we collide against. Otherwise we'd have a for loop here, for loop there, for loop pretty much everywhere. If map, I was saying array y, is that y? No, the first one, x, sorry. Array x, array y, equals c, so if it collided with an air tile, or sorry, with a coin tile, alright, what we want to do, not coin box, we got to make sure we don't confuse those, we give him an extra coin. So map, so just do that, be lazy like me, and then equals a, and then do coin picked up. That's the method we just did up there, picked up, and that's where it should be. Did we do it? Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's a big C. Remember to do big C there. See, I knew I'd have problems with this. So does it recognize it? Yes, it does. So that gives him an extra coin. Now, continuing on, we saying, so I've got this here, just copy that line if you like, and then we say else if, so if the first condition isn't true, we do the second one. We're saying else if equals f plus 11. Now that is the fire plant, 11 because the fire plant has got 11 animations, and the final animation in which the plant is fully up, that's the one we're using for the tile. So if it collides with that one, current Mario equals normal Mario. So if it equals normal Mario, then we say current Mario equals fire Mario, and that's it. We turn Mario into fire in the fire version of him if he is not. So if he's just normal, we turn score plus equals 1,000. Now, just like most Mario games, you get 1,000 points every time you pick up a plant, whether you have it already or not. So you get the 1,000 points anyway, even though when you do pick it up it usually doesn't say it. On ours it says that. The play sound S flower pickup, make sure that exists, and good. And then we want to say this is our beautiful animation we did earlier, anims dot start animation. Now this initializes the animation, we give it everything we need, and that way level animations will handle all of that and display what we want to display where it's supposed to be. So then first thing we want to say here is we want to say score 1000, because this is the image that we want to start the animation at. Image, because we want to send the type of score as an image, not a sprite. You'll know when we need a sprite. Array x, and it's an image because we're accessing that image from the array. Once we've got it on the screen and we're accessing it from the sprite's coordinates, then it's a sprite. And we have to have that so we can set them apart. Array y -1. So we're saying I select this the array x, and I select array y -1, which means I want to display the animation one tile above, not below, one tile above the flower. So just above the flower we're going to put the 1000 score animation. Okay, and that's just how the level is laid out. 10 because we have 10 animations on the flower. Okay, actually I think we have 11. I guess I made a mistake in my original code there. We'll try 11, why not? F plus 11. Interesting. Yeah, so then we have A, then we have 80. Actually, I'm just gonna stick to 10. I'm sure I've done this right. I can't be fixing things now because odds are I'm just gonna ruin it. Feel free to try 11 on yours if you like, and we'll find out. We'll find out if that is the right number. But I'm not gonna change mine. Worst case scenario, I'm 1 frame off. It's no big deal. And then we want to say, you know, map. Just copy this quickly. And then we say map. We've got the flower tile. We've picked it up. We've added it. We start the animation. Now we turn that tile back into an air tile again, and that's fine. And that's it for the flower pickup tile. Next thing we want to do is we want to say if, else if, of course, as usual. And then what we want to say, copy one of these. I want to say L. Are we looking for L? I believe we're doing L now. Now L is the I don't know why I put L for this. It's rather stupid of me, but L is basically the one-up box. So then we're saying if this is the one-up box before type of collision before it's been collided against. So if type of collision equals bottom, if you look here, I've written a method on the map handling class where it sends over the pickup items. Let's see if we haven't called this yet. You'll know when we call it. I think it's in Mario events that we call it, and we'll call this and we send, you know, bottom is to 1 and so on. So if it hits from below, if it's hitting the one-up box from below, then we want to start the animation for the one-up box. So db play sound, actually it's just like this one. So it's flower appear now, because if you ever notice this, on most Mario games, the sound in which you bump below one-up life and the sound in which you bump below a flower box is the exact same thing. So pretty much anything that's a power-up, it's the same sound, so we're using the same sound as flower appear. And then what we're doing is we're saying map, just like before. We can just copy this because it's going to be very similar. Just like before, is we start an animation. That's why I told you this was quite useful, because we pretty much write one line and we start the whole animation. We don't need to do anything else. So what we do for this one, we do one up 1. So we're saying that's the first image, and we're saying there are 16 frames on it, and we want it to display at 100 millisecond delay interval. And also rate -1 because we want it to appear 1 above it, and it's a type of image. That's perfect. My bad, I was doing that on the wrong one. I'm an idiot. Actually, just do that. I'm going to be lazy here. So copy that one into there because that's the one we just did, and that one into there. So this is how it should be. Feel free to pause the screen if you have to for my mistake. I'm sure you're fine with that. So what we then do is say map 1 2 equals a E is an empty brick. You know, one of those things, once you bump against it, it becomes empty. So we're saying array x, because we can't return a thingy into a tile, a box into a tile, because if we do that, then it'll be like, well, it was able to break a box. And the next thing we do, we grab this, and we're doing k. Now, k is an empty block. So we're saying if map equals e, e is an empty block, alright, or map equals k. K is the, what is k? Let me think.